And the babies?
No.
Why is it?
If you didn't want to sleep with them, you didn't have a choice. Your job was to cook, clean up, keep house, take care of kids. If you want to go somewhere you can't go, you got to stay and keep the kids.
And they sure wasn't still using no condoms, huh?
No, and if you want to go somewhere, you have to keep the kids. You can't go. I'm going so and so place. When am I going? You have to cook.
So what? This wasn't a law. This was just something that your moms or grandmamas that they just passed this on, and that's how it was, and how men felt they should be.
You had to sleep with them. If they go out and lay out all night, you had to get up and cook and sleep with them. The biggest fight I had when my husband come home after 12 o'clock at night, I've been to church with the kids and cooked dinner, and he was in there rattling pots and pans. So the next Sunday when we got out of church, I went to my mama's and had dinner. So he said, in there rattling pots and pans, after 12 o'clock on Sunday night, where's the food? I said, what food?
Yeah.
I ain't cooking no more. Ain't nobody here but me and the kids. We eat with our mama every Sunday. You gonna get up cook now? I said, oh, no, we're not.
Right.
And I didn't cook. And he never tried to make me cook no more either.
Okay.
But his mama was mad at me because she thought I was gonna kill him. My sister-in-law said, boy, she mad at me and you. I said, why? We got the best of them.
Oh, so he tried to fight you and y'all whooped him?
Yeah.
Over you not cooking?
That's right. I said, I ain't cooking. You ain't making me cook.
And you still didn't cook?
No. And after then, I would go to church with my mama and the kids, and I'd go to her house. And Mother always liked to have a dinner for Christmas.
So that's like how that stick got started. Like men think that you're being disrespectful and you're not being in a woman's place.
Yeah, like when you marry them, you somebody got to have the house clean, the kids clean, and they food cooked as if they, like in Color Purple.
Yeah.
When the Celie left, his old daddy come over there and had the goats and everything, chickens in the house, and you need to clean this place up. You need to get you a young woman that's able to clean and cook and clean this place up.
One they could force.
Yeah. And women did it because they had to. They beat on some of them. They didn't do it. But women got to beating them back.
And now that's why we are now. Like, we ain't accepting that.
And we ain't
equal.
And we ain't going back.
That's right, baby. I'm proud of you. Fought so hard for their rights.
That's right.
And they wasn't settling for being beat up no more.
That's right.
In your own home.
Yeah, sit there and cook and clean.
So not only they said they were protecting kids too.
Yeah.
So they were hitting on kids like that too,
Yeah,
I heard.
Yeah. And they didn't know, and you didn't know where your husband was in. It wasn't your business. You couldn't make him tell you where you going. Oh, I just ride around the boys. I said, you should have married the boys then. I didn't marry to sit home and cook and clean. But I did the best I could because I figured it was my job because I helped had them too.
Because the picture wasn't painted like that in front of you with your mom and dad, was it?
No. My daddy got off work. He come home every weekend. Now he go out and hang with the boys on the weekend. But he walked by that porch and me and my sister be sitting on one end, my mom be sitting on the other end. He called her M because her name was Minnie. He said, here I am. He handed Mom that check and keep going. Mom wouldn't say a word. She said, well, he just got to go up and hang out with the boys. He said, but he ain't carrying that check. Said, my kid's going to eat next week. She said, when that check get here, I'm going to town and pay the bills and buy enough groceries to last us till next week. And he better come by here with that check. That's the only way my kid's going to eat all week next week.
And then, so I guess that's why it hurt that you ended up marrying a man that didn't give an example like your daddy did.
He going to control me. And I wasn't going to be controlled.
Right, you weren't raised like that.
Mama said, Bill said, you know he going to be mad if you ain't home. I said, I don't care, Mama.
Right.
He ain't going to treat me like Daddy did you. Daddy said, yeah, you need to go home with the kids because he'll be mad if you ain't home as Daddy. He ain't going to treat me like you did Mama. Just stay gone all the time. Mom be there when you get there. I ain't gonna be there.
Right.
I'm coming over here. Yeah.
And you meant that. And you did that.
Yeah.
Look at you today.
I ain't gonna have to ask him, can I go to Mama's? Can I go to town and go to the grocery store and pick something? I'm not gonna do that way. I refuse to be that way.
Go see their own parents? Permission to go see their mama from their husband?
I know some women say that some of them locked the doors when they left and wouldn't unlock the door till they got back home. I said, don't you know how to break a door down or break a window out?
What you mean lock them in?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit.
There ain't nobody locking me in. I said, can't that window break?
Right.
You
Bust it down.
Hey, and that's what you did, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You took after your grandmama, didn't you?
I did. I did.
But now, I would do this. I make sure I bathe those kids, get them up, fed them their breakfast, bathe them, fed them their lunch, and fish in between snacks. I kept the floors. My cousin said, when I come to your house, your kitchen floor is always clean up to eat off.
Spotless.
And said, your kitchen is spotless. I said, well, I got to clean. I said, I feed my kids. They're not big enough to feed themselves. 3 times a day, and then snacks in between. And I said, as soon as I get through feeding them, first thing I do is pull their clothes off and get a warm water and sponge them down, get all the food off of them, put them on clean clothes. And I give them something to play to keep them busy while I clean up the kitchen. And I said, I take Pine Sol and water and detergent and wash their kitchen floor up.
Right.
And wash my mop out and have it ready for the next time.
Thank you.
I told Mama, could I get me a job? She's going to get 13. And so I told Mama to teach me how to work. And she said, if you don't do it right the first time, go over and do it right. So then she let me clean and do stuff at home. And she come behind me and said, well, you didn't do this. And she said, I'm going to show you how to do it. She said, clean your whole floor. Move stuff and clean under it. Around the edge of your walls.
Yes,
She said, clean the whole floor. And I said, well, Mother, you know what? I'd rather clean it right the first time because I don't like to do a job twice.
Yeah, you don't want to go back over.
No. When she showed me how, I said, I'm doing it right the first time.
You do it one time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not going over the second time. I said, that's work.
And y'all cleaned y'all white people houses like they was your own house, didn't
And
you?
she told me, when someone wants you to come and work, she said, ask them, what do they want clean and how they want it clean. She said, because some people clean different.
Yeah.
She asked them what kind. I said, now, what do you want me to clean it with? I mean, you got certain things you use.
Yeah, certain products.
Yeah.
Cleaning supplies.
I said, you tell me what you want to use before I clean so I know what you like. And she tell me, and if she want me to wax the floor, she tell me what she used.
Right.
Yeah.
So you rather cook, cooked for your kids. You didn't do no fast food. Okay. Look
When
at
I
you.
get up and cook breakfast, I put my lunch on, start cooking. And then if I had something else to cook, when I get through feeding them lunch and clean them, I start on dinner.
Right. You believed in cooking.
Yeah.
Because you were raised like that, weren't you?
Yeah, and when I got through, I bathed and cleaned the kids up. Then I got a chance, I cleaned myself up.
Yeah. You said if you got a chance.
Yeah, because I had to get a chance. I had to do everything all day, wash their clothes and stuff, fold them up, dry them, organize them, put them where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And it was just like a day's job every day. Some days I hate to get up. I said, I see why women want to come out of babysit. They want to work. It's work at home if you do it.
Hey, Granny, I appreciate you.